What are your thoughts on this facility after you've toured it and met some of the veterans here?
Well, I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen so far. I don't know that there's a more worthy cause than, particularly on the coast here where we are, than taking veterans who are not employed and don't have job skills and training them to enter the workforce and be self-sufficient and productive. And they seem to be doing a very good job at that, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful we have representatives of the Veteran Administration here today who shared with me the results that they've seen. I've got to meet with some of the students, enjoyed seeing the learning process they're going through and how they're developing their skills. And it's pretty impressive. I'd like to see more of it, quite frankly.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that VA Management Accountability Act?
Well, Matt, as you know, and I've said before, the biggest problem we've had at VA has been a culture that has not put our veterans first. They have failed to meet the needs of our veterans, and we've tried to do something about that. Unfortunately, some people think the problem is fixed with the termination of Secretary Sinchecki. I knew Secretary Sinchecki pretty well. General, big heart for our soldiers. Had good dialogue with him, and was impressed with him. But you know, as a commanding officer, as a general, he's used to when he says open that door, somebody opens the door. Or says close that door, somebody closes the door. But the culture at VA was indifferent, even to the demands of the secretary. And he said, quite frankly, to turn this around, I need to change the culture. And to change the culture, I need to get rid of some people who don't put veterans first, who refuse to do their job. Now, since he's been gone, they've done audits. They found crack pipes in desks of people that are supposed to be processing VA claims. They've gone in restrooms, locked restrooms, stacked veterans' files that the administration said they never received, and that's why the veterans could never get it processed. Found, you know, untold numbers of veteran documents that were shredded.
Wow.
And Sinchecki had isolated, had identified, you know, where these problems were. And he just wanted authority to terminate those people, just like Congress has the authority to terminate a bad employee. Not all Veterans Administration employees are doing their job, but the ones that aren't deserve to be terminated for the sake of our benefit, of our veterans. And he wanted that authority, and rather than get that authority, they asked for his resignation. Now we have a new person in there who's going to have that authority, but they haven't been there for the time Sinchecki has to know who's lying to you and who's telling the truth, who's doing their job and who's not doing their job, who's putting veterans first and who's not. And so, you know, I'm still saddened by the fact that he's not there to execute the new authority that we have given Veterans Administration, in addition to additional funding to try and close that gap between the veterans needing service and the veterans getting service.
Well, we know you have a busy schedule, so we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us here at Space Coast Daily and look forward to your next visit.
Always a pleasure, Matt.
Thanks.